Hey there! Welcome to day 2 of the Flirtorial challenge. Yesterday, I really want to talk about the awkwardness that was yesterday. Because yesterday, what we did was we decided what we wanted, and then we danced around it in order to see what was blocking us from getting there. And we did it in a fun, flirty way. We're going to flirt way more today. But we did it in a fun, flirty way. And I really want to acknowledge the awkwardness around that and to reassure you that it is supposed to be awkward, because if it wasn't awkward, you would already have exactly what it was that you wanted. So think about something that you're really, really skilled at, whether it's making boxed macaroni and cheese or taking a shower. You're skilled at these things, so you don't feel awkward. You don't get in the shower in the morning and are like, I don't know what to do. I'm so lost and I'm so confused. You're not awkward because you know how to do it. If you are making a box of macaroni and cheese and people are watching you and you've done it 10,000 times before and you know you're going to be successful, you're not awkward. You don't feel self-conscious and weird. And you don't have these thoughts like, oh, what am I supposed to do? This is so weird. God, I'm glad nobody's watching me. So compare and contrast how you feel doing something that you're skilled at with doing something that you're not skilled at. Like yesterday, finding an object, giving it meaning, this is the thing that you want, and then being told, now go dance around that thing. Hopefully you went, I don't quite get it. And if you watched my video, go back and watch it if you haven't. You saw me do some funky things like, oh my God, I'm going to jump over it. Ooh, I'm going to circle. Ooh, I'm going to play with it. It's those moments of experimenting, of flirting, of figuring out this feels good or this doesn't feel good. This is weird, or yeah, this is funny. Haha, it makes me laugh. It's that willingness to flirt. It's that willingness to just try goofy things without expectation. That's where the magic comes in. And I wanted to start today, before we move on to our next thing, by verbalizing that, by acknowledging that, by telling you you should have felt awkward. It is an awkward thing to go take an object, put it on the floor, and say, here's the song. It's a Spice Girls song, wannabe. Now go dance around it. What do I do? How do I do it? That's getting out of your comfort zone. That's all it is. So raise your hand if you died yesterday. You probably didn't. You didn't die doing that. Were you uncomfortable? Did you think this is kind of weird? That's good. But you leaned into it and you did it anyway, and you didn't die. And hopefully when we did the journaling, you then learned something. I know I had a couple of revelations when I did the journaling, like, oh, I might be disappointed if I get that, so I'm a little bit afraid of that. So that's the point. And that's what I want to acknowledge. It's not comfortable. It feels weird and it's awkward. But awkward is okay. If I had you take an object and dance around it every day this week, which I'm not going to, by Friday, you'd be like, yeah, I got it. And you will have some of those step touches and those step drags, and you'll have some of the twirls, and it will be in your body. It will be in your head. It will be in your heart, and you'll know what it is, and you'll be more comfortable with it. So that's what it takes to move through some of these blocks, is by allowing yourself to be awkward and then moving through and doing it anyway. So yesterday, we reframed everything in terms of betrayal. We named what you want. We danced around it. It was a commitment to what you want, and it was kind of a discovery of the blocks and moving through it. Today, your song to download is the Let It Go song from Frozen. There's also a really short instrumental song called Conceal, Don't Feel from Frozen that's also ridiculously fun to dance to. And again, because I don't own the music, I shall not be playing the music for you, which is very sad. So if you'd like to play it on your own, either during the video or at the end of the day, I highly encourage you to do that too. Okay. Let's think about change. Today we're talking about change in our physical bodies, concealing and revealing. How that goes together. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone whole hog on something? Have you ever made a New Year's resolution that starting January 1st, I'm going to go to the gym every day and I'm not going to drink wine or any kind of alcohol or coffee, and I'm not going to have any sugar, and I'm only going to eat plants or whatever it was? How long did that big change last? Most people, when they go whole hog on something, can't maintain it because it's too much. It's too much too soon. That's why smaller steps in concealing and revealing are really important when you want to make a change, when you want to burst through a block, when you actually want to get whatever it is you want. And that may seem counterintuitive, but it's not. You have to conceal and reveal and do this and move in and out of those blocks. Because every time you conceal and reveal, you show a little bit more. You become a little bit more comfortable. It's the tease, it's the flirt. If I was going to stand up here and strip for you, and I'm going to strip for you a little bit, I'm covered up. If I'm just shirt off, bra off, that's not exciting. What's exciting is, there might be something in here. And teasing with it. See how that's just a little more exciting? Ooh. And then, there's 2 layers here. Ooh. There's 2 layers here. Ooh. What if I cover here and then pull both layers down? There. Now you can see that it's, it's a tease. It's flirting. It's not just giving it all, but it's playing with it. And that's how change takes place too, in that flirt, in that tease, in that giving and taking, concealing and revealing, one teensy, tiny step at a time. Because once you dip your toe into it, you're awkward. The next time you dip your toe in, you're a little less awkward. The next time, you're even less awkward, and maybe you're willing to put your ankle in. And that's really awkward. And then you do that a couple times, and then pretty soon you're willing to stick your knee in, and then your hip, and you get it. I don't need to keep you laboring this. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to use the scarf, and we're going to play with tease and with concealing and revealing. And see what I'm doing? Feeling good along the way. Because who cares if I'm if I'm not having fun along the way? You need to have fun. You don't need to. You should. You could. It's more fun to have fun along the way. So that's what I'm going to do today, and that's why I turned around so I can have the curtain behind me. I'm going to play with you. I'm going to tease with different parts of my body. And as I'm doing this, in my head, in my heart, I'm letting this concept just fill me up. What do I might want to say in a business context? What's a risk I might like to take in a relationship? What's something bold and daring I might like to do? It's playing with it in your body so you don't get all locked up in here. Okay? Now, again, I wish I could have music. It was really fun, but use your own. Download let it go, put it on your Flirtorial playlist, and play with this. Not only today, but anytime you feel like you really need to burst through, break through a block, and change something to actually start making progress. Okay. Part of what we're doing is Yogalesque. Yoga combines the wisdom of the chakras with the creativity and the playfulness of burlesque. So as I'm moving through things, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the different chakras and what they mean, and we're going to go on a chakra walk. So there's no right, there's no wrong, there's only tease, play, concealing, and revealing. Are you ready? I hope so. Let me get the mic a little bit closer. See if I can make sure you can hear me. All right. So here I am, and I've got my scarf. And just like yesterday, whether it's a step touch or it's just a rock, I want you to start breathing into your body. And I want you to become aware of how the scarf feels on your body. And I want you to start flowing with it. Moving it all around you. And then reversing that circle around you. Make sure your back is warmed up. One more time. And then just float that scarf again back and forth. And then, if you want to let it go, if you want to get playful with it, if you want to start getting turny with it, what I want you to notice as you're playing with your scarf is that you control your props. The props do not control you. You dominate. You do whatever you want with your prop. And I want you to notice you can be behind it. You can be in front of it. And you can use that prop to frame your body. See how it's creating a frame for me? Or you can use it to conceal your body. But whatever you're doing, you are in control and you are enjoying the experience. Now it's a little bit of a conceal, a little bit of a reveal. It's a tease. It's a flirt. It's a covering and a showing and a covering and a real show. So, keep moving with that prop. However it feels good or awkward to you. But what I want you to think about is a flow and a connection between you and the prop. Now I am just going to pace back and forth, and I'd like you to do the same. The root chakra is red, and it's around the hips, and it has to do with safety and security. So I want you to put that prop around your hips somehow. You can do it my way, you can do it your way. And I want you to play with concealing and revealing the hips. And you could turn all the way around. But this is safety and security. And just for a moment, I want you to move like you are wildly confident, wildly secure, and supremely safe. And just see what happens to your movements. As you can see, I'm getting a little more bold. I'm getting a little more clear. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with what I'm doing. You may be the same. Then, I want you to take that scarf and I want you to put it on your sacral chakra, which is right around the belly button. And notice what I just did there. That's interesting. I totally covered it up and I protected it. This is your creativity, your sweetness, your sensuality. And I want you to start walking and moving. Just thinking about sensuality, about creativity, about the sweetness of life. Super interesting because I am just allowing my body to move and I'm covering that aspect of me. Totally covering it. That's just interesting. Just notice what you're doing. Stirring up some of the creative juices around here. And just play because it's about flirting and teasing. And then move into a state of supreme confidence around your sensuality, your sexuality, your creativity, and just see what flows. And again, there is no right and there is no wrong, but you're moving in a way that you are the most divinely beautiful goddess in the universe. And you have power. And you are beautiful. And just move into that sweet, divine sensuality. And then move up to that next chakra, that solar plexus. And this is about power, personal autonomy, sovereignty, agency, and whatever works for you. There, again, no right, no wrong. It's just playing, seeing what feels good, seeing what you want to do. Just letting your body play, letting the chakras flow. It's about the energy, and move it. That's chakra, power, agency, control, personal power, hit whatever feels good to you and move it, move it, move it. And how I want you to move and walk is as someone with complete power, with complete control over every aspect of themselves and their life, and just see how it feels. Then take that scarf and we're going to move it around the shoulders. And what I want you to do is just place your hand on your heart for a moment, because the heart is the center point of the chakras. We have the red, orange, yellow, root, sacral, solar plexus, safety and security, creativity and joy, personal power. Then we have the heart that is the bridge to the upper chakras. So yesterday and today, I've had us move. I've had us get into our body to feel awkward and to move. That's the lower chakras. Up here, we've got our heart that unifies, our voice, our third eye, and our crown. We spend so much time up here in our thoughts that it's important to bridge, to use the heart to bridge into the body. So we can get all that wisdom down here, up here, and all that wisdom up here, down here. So this is the heart. And I want you to move however it feels good for you from a place of heart, from a place of love, where there is no heartbreak, heartache, where there is no right or wrong. And for me, heart is very expansive. Move as if you were someone who was loved, as if you were someone who loved and could do no wrong. And feel the grounding of your lower body, the freedom of that heart, and the ability next to move into the expression of your voice. Our voice. Our voice can be so muffled. It can be so scary to use our voice because it sets us up. Because we have to claim and root down into what we've said. Do you want to cover that voice? Or do you want to let that voice fly? Do you feel comfortable and confident or not? Move in to that voice and just see what feels good to you. And as you play and feel good with moving into your voice, I want you to move as if everything you said was divinely infused with wisdom, with power, with rightness, with authority. And I just want you to see how you would move, or in my case, not move. And again, there's no right or there's no wrong. It's just move or don't move. I feel like my voice is more powerful when I stop. Own what works for you and be there now. Moving up into that third eye. That third eye is where you will be. It's that intuition, it's that knowing, it's that ability to see the next step. So when we were dancing yesterday and you're like, I don't know what to do, the third eye is the ability to see that next step. So play with that. Play with it as somebody who doesn't know. Play with it as somebody who does know. Play with it as somebody who has a clear vision for her future. And be with wherever you are and move, conceal, reveal, and open up your divine third eye. Lastly, as you're moving through that divine third eye, I want you to be how you were when you were a little girl and you would play Nun, or where you would play Mother Mary, or where you would play. And I want you to put that shroud on your head. And I want you to play with that, to move with that. And to me, having this connection feels like something I need to walk into, not necessarily dance into. And I want you to play with spiritual connectedness. I want you to play with the idea of being shrouded, of not being able to see your future, of concealing, of revealing, of teasing, playing, and revealing yourself fully. Whatever that looks like for you, conceal, reveal. And I want you to do this a few times. Everything else has kind of been up to you, but I really want you to play with covering yourself and just spending a moment concealed. What are you concealing? What is it like to take something off? And to end this sacred Yogalesque practice, I want you to think about one thing. One thing that you want to strip out of right now. Is it pain? Is it lack? Is it confusion? What is that one thing you want to strip out of? And just see how it's covering you. See where it's covering you. It might not be covering you in a way that you anticipate. Play with that scarf. Is this my shame covering me? Is this my fear of judgment covering me? Is this my lack covering me? And with breath, and with intention, and with a little bit of tease, I want you to peel that thing off. Slowly. So it feels good. And it's not that you're just ripping it off, but this is my shame, my pain, my lack. And I control my prop. It doesn't control me. This is mine, and I am ready to strip out of it. To breathe into who I am, and then to move on to the rest of my day. And I encourage you to keep your scarf by your side, by your bed, by your desk. And when you feel stuff closing in on you, when you feel the pressure of the day, time constraints, lack, shame, guilt, not enough, too much, whatever it is, put it on. Really wear it hard. This is my not enoughness. This is my shame. This is my pain. Wear it. And then tease and take it off. Because there is something so freeing energetically about physically moving through those blocks. So, yay! Today we cleared the body. I showed you how to move through and clear the blocks in the body, the emotional blocks that feed in and stop the body. Tomorrow, and then for the rest of the last 3 days, we're going to clear the mental blocks. We're going to clear that mindset. We're going to clear the energy field around the body with integrated energy therapy. And we're going to end with a spiritual cleansing practice. So join me again Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at noon. Have a great one. Bye.